The SpiritBorne of Fire and Light. Collaboration with Soldier Blue and Catherine Wyatt.
That lingering wait through the dark passages, replete in the present, those antecedent days before vision and occurrence melded into this collage of what had been the days wrapped in Mexican reds, the blankets of sanctuary, now no more, as all of that was primed, will either fly on the wings, inherent to its nature, or the twin fires, or acquiesce to fatal demise. As I watch with drained eyes the entity of connectivity we have carved out of its own being, born of us, one in essence to inform, I bless the exertions of our endeavors, releasing them on the night wind songs, praying that they return to us prolific, translucent, and with that mellifluous truth that is love, which knows not the individual, but nourishes the whole.
Into the black, into the silence of what has been dropped upon the gravel by the side of the night highway. A black and red dragonfly emerges, the wet hum of drying wings becoming translucent upon the warm breeze of birth. The knowing of all that has been returned with the morning star, the gradient light that is the herald for another dawn, as trail leads where it may, as the smoke lifts from sacred fire and makes life from light. The darkening greens of dreams and ichor that bleeds heavy, making clean the river flow across smooth stones as the song skips a beat, recoils upon itself, and waits for the stanza to finish and thus replenish itself as the zephyrs build an azure bank of healing and the black gathers the shine of obsidian and translucence of stored heat, a memory of the times of creation and the disfigurement of the faces of origin as we walk towards the light that reflects the source of fire and life. Wind song renewed sings itself a new phrase melody, wending its way across shallow fields and ragweed roadsides, where the shadows pool and we linger as we wait for the next hour when Grandmother Moon grants us passage under the ghost road, a time of speech with the people unseen, an hour of learning that most will never see because they sodden sleep.
As in melancholy repose, longing for the clean cut of translucent communique, devoid of the drifting smoke and reflections, words circling themselves, the time for quietude, the still of dialogue, for it has all been written in the sands, outlined in ancient scripts upon the floor of the earth, under night skies, only primal tongues upon the sound of distant drums beating your heart to mine, a rhythm, pulsating, no longer agreeable to the peripheries, dusting the vanities of impertinence, to be released. Sweeting the passages, will you walk with me? Can you see me?
As in the night, the dead stars shine. As the last signs of twilight fade into the dust and distance, I watch as the distinctions of sorrow caused and sorrow borrowed become the blur of scars not to be revisited, nor actions to be taken. And as the slow healing begins and the saline softens the sanguine mix, days return unto renewal as the shine of the eternal gold rises with the sun, an unequal fire, an unguessed power of light. As we walk across the ways from the deconstructed asphalt, and so we move into the gesso expressions of a landscape unknown to the modern day. As the drums gather in the thickening mist of the hills we knew in the first suns of our earth, when the spirits flew the winds and the stones sang with the water and the dreamers lived instead of laying dying. The circles of sacred stones surround us with the shadow teachings that were born of the light and the fires of the Creator, and so, in the night, with all that it is, we remake ourselves to be those better fitted pieces we had already made agreements to be when we departed once again from the One. Formless the places and the hollows of smiling faces, the creases of foreheads where lay the essence of our immortal bones, before we made our next return as immortal now as then, when we sing the wind song yet again, and dance between the sacred stones, and speak with our relations who render our speech neath the lean wings of ravens' dreams, and the songs of old crows. Yea and yea, we are ready now to walk each other home.
Once again we turn, as I place my hand in yours, stepping one foot in front of the other. Walking meditations in action, moving to exhale, eyes wide shut. I step into you, into those places where the burn smoldered and the bleeding slowly cauterizes to union. One more time, taking our steps through a circle of fire under the malleable paths in the colors of indigo and cerulean, stepping lightly upon the ghost road.